Hello and welcome to this Xbox Life episode 371. I am one of your hosts, Brun BJ Swig 33. Along with me is
Rob, also known as Presar. Hello.
this is
This is actually episode 371, Mark II,
yes,
Mark
yeah.
version A.
Yeah, welcome to 2016, which has not been good to me as far as podcasting and streaming already. So, what we get in like 3 we got in 3 minutes of the last show and you're like, "Brun, are you streaming this to the right channel?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not streaming it to any channel because I forgot to hit the
Yeah,
button."
we
Oh,
we got a
so
good start for 2016, that's for sure.
yes. Yeah, order's been insane already. But we'll talk about we've been off a couple weeks. Gaming news as a whole dies down middle of December. Usually we'll start to pick back up, and as I was saying, last version of this episode, the only news that you really get is bad news, if there is any during this time. But we'll kind of hit a couple things, maybe talk about what we're looking forward to in 2016. I know we've kind of mentioned things here or there, but um, since it is 2016, maybe the first quarter will be great. But happy New Year. We talk about some stuff we picked up, during our time off, definitely, and what we've been playing and things like that. So, uh, all right. We are about half an hour behind schedule today, but usually we go live on Twitch TV every Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern time. And we go for. We always say that we're going to go for an hour, and it always ends up to be one and a half to two. But
Yeah, it's especially if we say it's going to be a quick show, then it's guaranteed 2 hour.
yeah, and I said that earlier. I was like, yeah, this show should be pretty quick. We really don't have much to go through, but we don't want to take so many days off or weeks off. So, but all right, Rob, what'd you play over the weekend, or last couple weeks, I should say.
Yeah, you know, 2 weeks ago was kind of fuzzy. 3 weeks ago was kind of fuzzy, so I'm not really sure. I know in the past couple of days, I've been doing a lot of tinkering with the Xbox. Haven't really
Sorry about that.
played anything. Um, Nothing a great deal. So I've been dabbling a little bit here and there because I've discovered a really strange situation with the Xbox.
Okay.
Okay, gonna go into it now real quick, all right? If you
Okay.
don't mind.
Nope. Go for it.
So, and I think this might be a problem with having everything be digital. And that's that with all of the games that I've got, and I went through and I counted them. Have you ever done this, Brun? Have you ever counted recently how many games you have?
I did a while ago, and with all the freebies and everything I was on there, I was like 30 to 40 games or something like that. Something
Oh, that's
crazy.
it?
Yeah, I'd have to go back and actually look to be 100% sure.
Yeah.
Um, I know it's a lot.
So, yeah.
So,
So I went through and including Rare Replay. Rare Replay kind of throws in like another 10, 15 titles into the list. But if you go into like my games and apps and you wouldn't go into the games, I had 125
jeez.
and it doesn't seem like it when you're going about your business day to day. But there's like so many titles and I'm almost having trouble deciding what to play. And in the end, it's almost like no decision is the best decision.
Right.
It's a really strange situation. And when I do start playing something, like I booted up, um, what was it, Tomb Raider? So Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I booted that up and I just started playing it. I'm like, well, maybe I should play this other game. So I close it down and I pull up another game. And then that one comes up. I play it for a few seconds. It's almost like gaming ADD. And it's so unusual. I never would have thought that I'd have this. But then again, it could be just me not having the one title that sits there and it just grabs me, locks hold, and it forces you to play.
Right.
But it's such a strange environment to have everything be all digital because it's out of sight, out of mind. You
Right.
tend to forget about titles.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have everything up on the shelf, you can kind of look through and go, hey, I want to play that one. And you just choose it and play it.
Yeah.
But if there's this like hidden list, things fall by the wayside and you look through it and like, hey, I want to play this one. Hey, I want to play that one. Hey, I want to play that one. And in the end, I'm just going to go watch TV
Yeah.
because deciding is hard.
Maybe I don't have that. I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about, but being
I mean, maybe you have it on
playing
the
games on
PC side.
PC and stuff like that, you
Yeah.
go and you look at your Steam library and it's like, oh, hey, I got 700 games on Steam. And you're just like, 700 games? Like, well, yeah, because every time there's a Steam summer sale, winter sale, spring sale, any of those sales comes by,
It's like $2 for a game, right?
well, for 20 bucks, you end up getting like 30 games. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So I didn't go crazy this year, but I did buy one game, and I finally bought one game, and I played
What'd you
it
get?
to completion. Well, I'll tell you when I get to mine. But you
All
haven't
right.
actually
All right.
said what you've played so far, so
Okay.
I'm waiting on you.
So other than a whole bunch of dinky little titles that I dabbled in, I did play something on PC briefly, just like everything else, but I thought I'd mention it. It's called Guild of Dungeoneering, and it's an interesting little title. It's like a dungeon game, sort of. It's a card game, but it's a computer game, and I like the art style of it. Have you ever seen this,
No, I
Fred?
have not.
It's got it's almost like pencil art,
Okay.
like pencil sketch.
Okay.
So the whole thing is actually done on graph paper, kind of like old school D&D type of stuff. But it's an interesting game. And I guess they've got a new pirate add-on or something like that as well. But I did that, and other on the Xbox One side, I did pick up some titles as part of the sale. Did you partake in that? Or you want to talk about that in a little bit?
I didn't do anything Xbox related. Um, I
Did
just
you did you pick up anything from the countdown sale?
no, I did not.
Nothing.
No, nothing out there that was going to nothing to put my money on when I'm getting ready to drop 99 on the division.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, that's my next big purchase for there because just prepping for March. It can't come soon enough as far as that. And plus, I just bought. Did I ever mention to you that I got into Star Citizen?
I remember you were talking about it
Yeah, so I
on
bought a ship on there, and
oh, you
and
have
I
to buy ships.
yeah. So like they had a deal where it's like you can get in one of the ships and you get like a couple free upgrades, so you get like a higher version of it, and then you get like the single player stuff that they're going to have that they're actually going to start charging separate starting this year. So I went in and got into it because it was $45. I mean, $45. I got a ship and like 3 months insurance and yes, insurance for my ship. I did say that.
Is that
So
just liability, or did you get collision and
it's basically well,
liability?
it's weird when you actually start. I haven't read too much into it, so people who are super into Star Citizen, maybe you can educate me a little bit on this because I'm not 100% into it. I just know my friends like, hey, if you go get this and this here soon, they're going to sell it separate, so you're going to be spending like twice the amount of money. And I was like, oh, okay. And I know that it's something I'm going to get into because I really love Elite Dangerous. It's one of my favorites. But because even Elite Dangerous has like insurance, but this one here, it's like you can have in-game money insurance, but if your insurance doesn't in-game money doesn't cover it, then you have to pay real money to get your ship back and everything in it. So, but think of it just like real car insurance. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but but yeah, but yeah.
Would you
So
have to have an adjuster come out or
no,
anything like
you don't have
that?
to call State Star Farm or anything like that. Talk to Jake from Star Farm, but But yeah, so but
Nice.
I picked that up, and obviously
Okay.
that, and I picked up South Park: The Stick of Truth,
Okay.
because it's one of those games where it's like, I didn't get it when it came out, and I really wanted to play it, but I didn't find the time. And then seeing that I waited so long, I was like, okay, I'm going to wait for it to hit a certain price. And then it was on Steam, on the Steam winter sale, with the game and all the DLC for like $12 or something like that. So
Hmm.
I got it and I played it and beat it. And the game is
Oh wow.
hilarious. So I love South Park, and even in our Facebook group, um, people were talking about like what were your favorite shows of 2015 and things like that. And I watch a lot of shows like Mr. Robot and The Man in the High Castle,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and
That's a good show.
all the big shows, like all the big shows. My wife and I watch, or I watch. But for some reason, my
And
favorite thing of 2015 was this season of South Park. I couldn't have laughed any harder, and thought it was so, everything was clever the way it tied in. It was just really funny, and I just
okay.
it was awesome. If anybody didn't watch this year or this season of South Park, you should definitely go back and check it out. But with the game, it kind of took me back to like South Park's immature. Okay,
Yeah.
we all know that, but it seems like it's a little more mature than it has been in the past. Like years and years ago, it was like super super immature. And
Yes.
the game is at that level of immaturity, not the most recent.
So it's old school immaturity.
Yes, it is. And I can't really say much about what was in the game. You have to play it, but then I just have to warn you: don't have kids around, okay? So, but I played that and beat that. That's what I did on PC. And then of course on Xbox, I played Star Wars Battlefront and some Siege when I had a chance. Um, because now with Siege, the PC group. Okay, so when it comes to watching people on Twitch and things like that, we follow Darkness 429. He's you know person that I follow. He's like the main person I follow on Twitch. I think he's by far
Right.
the best streamer out there. He's mature and doesn't, just he's the best out there. I think, in my opinion. He's been playing Siege a lot. Now, when I watch him play Siege, he doesn't seem to have that many problems connecting and playing. Where it still seems like the console, I can't speak for PlayStation console, but I know on the Xbox it is just still just horrible with connections and getting dropped. Like I was playing with Gunny Chief today, uh, our 2015 TXL Gamer of the Year. Um, I
Hmm.
was playing with him, and back to back terrorist hunts. That is 5 AI versus computer opponents, right? Or five
Okay.
players versus AI. We got dropped twice. I mean, you only have to keep 5 people connected. You know what you know what I mean? And it's not, as far as when you're first signing in, the connection's gotten better, because when I sign in, everything's good. But I mean, I'll go and try to connect to a terrorist hunt match, and it'll say it's going to take about a minute, and then it kicks me to the front screen, and then I try again, connects me to the main screen. Try again, pushing me back to the main screen. Finally get in a match, get dropped. Go to the main screen. Go in again, get dropped. It's ridiculous. Like they have to fix this sooner than later, because I can't find anybody to play with either. It's just like, well, Gunny played at Carbide. I know he plays, and Wings on vacation, or not vacation, but he's in the middle of a move. Um, but where and my buddy tried to get a hold of me yesterday or last night, and I didn't have. I was kind of wrapping up the night for gaming, um, so that was my fault. But it's like I'm trying to find people to play with, to get in some ranked matches and stuff, because everybody I play with, nobody talks, and it's just, you want to just strangle yourself. But
That's a
I'm a
key thing in that game, right?
yes, yeah, you have to talk in this game. And the thing is, I'm afraid that the connection issues are driving people away. It's almost like it's Battlefield 4 again. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's another Battlefield 4. But hopefully it gets better. and I still love the game when it works. So I can't say enough about that. But then I played Star Wars Battlefront. Um, yeah, so the big thing I did over the holiday is I purchased, let's see, a couple components for my computer. So
Okay.
one of them is a device that so I rearranged my computer setup. I moved my Xbox next to my computer. I'm using my third middle monitor as my main monitor slash monitor for my Xbox. So this is not Xbox
Okay.
streaming. I'm not streaming Xbox to my. I'm using my Xbox.
So you
So
play Xbox on your computer monitor?
my computer monitor, yes.
Yeah, I do the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I did is I went and got a device that you plug your HDMI into, and the HDMI goes into an HDMI switch,
Okay.
and then my PC goes into the same switch, and then the switch goes out to the middle monitor. So then I just have this little remote control here. Uh, see, Sabrent, I guess is the company that I got.
Oh yeah, I have some of their stuff.
Yeah, so very good. It's actually a recommendation off of Darkness 429's site. Actually, that and the first device that pulls the audio out of the HDMI into two channels. I ran those two channels to my mixer. So basically, the same headphones that I wear is the same headphones I wear when I do it. So I turn on my Xbox, I flip the channel with the remote, and now all of a sudden I'm hearing my Xbox through my headphones. And then I took this splitter that I got with my headphones, and these two wires right here are coming from and to my mixer. So, and what that does is that captures the party output from my controller, and then this same microphone that I'm using right now goes right back into the party. So I'm using my mixing and my podcast setup to communicate through my to my Xbox and stuff. So, which is really cool because then once I get a capture device, then I can actually go that route and have everything. And the funny part was is like when you're sitting in a lobby and oh my gosh, sorry, Windows alerts. When you're sitting in a lobby inside Siege waiting to get a connection or whatever, I can turn on music and play music for everybody. But yeah, so that's a lot of the stuff I've been doing is like playing around with my setup and doing things like that. So, but those are mostly
Very
the
cool.
the main toys that I got, over the break. But
Okay.
that's all. That's what I got, and actually kind of leads a little bit into our topics of what'd you do over the over the holiday, but that's mainly what I did.
That was a good segue.
Yeah. So, um, well, before we get there, patreon.com/this Xbox Life if you want to support us on Patreon, or twitchalerts.com/this Xbox Life, twitchalerts.com/donate/this Xbox Life, or yeah, this Xbox Life if you want to throw out any tips. Everything is really, really appreciated. Nothing is expected though. So, but roundtable topics, I have four to talk about. Um, you know, games or things that you picked up gaming related for the holiday. Obviously, I said I tied mine into gaming, even though it was more for my
Sure.
audio setup. Um, but what'd you get? Did you get anything good?
Yeah. So with that countdown sale, I had a little bit of a hard time initially. There wasn't anything on there that I really, really wanted, but I wound up pulling a trigger on Alien Isolation.
Okay.
It was $10 only for the full set. Although I don't know how I'm gonna play it because previous Alien games have really freaked me out. I don't like the ambience. It's almost like too scary for me.
Right.
So I'll have to see if I can actually even play that. And then I did jump on The Witcher because it was half price. And then earlier today, there's a total impulse buy. I picked up Fallout 4.
Ah, see.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do with that.
Well, see
But
that right there, like the last two games you rattled off. Now, The Witcher
it's like a
3.
million hours between those
Yeah.
two.
The Witcher 3 I was actually really considering.
Yeah.
But like I said, with the Division and everything coming out, I think these next couple months, I'll just concentrate on Siege and just kind of relax until the Division comes out. But those last two games you had, The Witcher 3, I was just like, well, maybe by time that I would get around to playing it, it'll probably be games
Free.
with gold.
Yeah.
But Fallout 4, I know it went on sale, but it's still
Yeah.
up to that price where it's just like, well, I can't
Yeah.
get that and on
It
top of
wasn't
that
much of
get
a sale.
Division. So, yeah. Well, I don't know. It's what, $10, $15 off?
It was 10.
Yeah. Still, I
The,
mean, the game
the,
just
the
came
way,
out. So,
yeah, the way that I looked at it was that there's so many people talking about it that I think I eventually would have just pulled the trigger at full price
right.
just to get a taste. And it is what it is.
So,
And in addition to those, did get one of these. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. It's a band too.
Microsoft Band 2?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. Curved.
So
It's got the curved screen on it, right?
yes,
How,
yes.
how's
It's a
that?
little curved. It's good. It's so light that you can barely even tell that it's there after a while. And I really like the sleep tracking.
Yeah.
The sleep tracking is so cool. It tells you your sleep efficiency, how many times you woke up. Um, Sometimes don't even know that you wake up, but it's there.
Yeah.
And I've only had it a couple of days so far, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah. I use
Well, not
the.
enjoy it. I'm looking forward to using it at work so it can tell me how fit I am. Whoa! I just dropped my controller.
It's been a couple weeks,
Uh,
Rob. I mean,
yeah,
I use the old trusty Fitbit here.
yeah.
Yeah, so for mine, I was talking to Gunny and he said his wife got him a Fitbit. So he was talking about using that, and I think he's wrote in our stream here. He's like, I think the message is to go outside instead of playing Xbox games.
Yeah,
Take a hint. But yeah, like
but it's
those.
winter outside.
Yeah, with the band and everything, and having the additional features like informational features like text messages and things like that. So, and they
Yeah,
work well with other phones. You don't have to have a Windows phone. So you run Android,
which
right?
yeah,
Okay. So,
yeah, and I think the band is supposed to have the same experience across pretty much, I think, all three platforms:
yeah, I
Microsoft,
don't.
iOS, and Android.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I imagine the band 2 maybe does. I know the first one, I was sitting next to a guy at Build 2015, and he was saying that you can do everything except for, and there was like one thing that the band would do only if you're connected to a Windows phone. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Hmm.
So, but
Yeah, there's been some improvements, most notably that curved
mhm.
screen, that totally flat screen on the first one. That was not cool.
Right.
So I saw one at a Microsoft store and I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem was is I was actually thinking about getting one when I was at Build, but they gave everybody at the conference like 30% off.
Yeah.
But by the time you went to the store, all gone. Hopefully you didn't. If you wanted a small, had a small wrist, you were good. But if you wanted a large, still no. Plus they were still like 250 or something like that. They were 249 or some crazy.
Hmm.
So I know they're up there. But yeah, you'll have to give me the rundown after you're done playing with it after a while.
Oh, yeah.
So
Sleep tracking, definitely the coolest.
yeah, so very cool.
But yeah, it's about it.
Nothing else.
No, no.
Hmm. All right. Well, I'm
I do like that thing that Wing got. I've
what
been eyeballing that thing. That
a house.
no,
Okay.
I got one of those. But that add-on for his Xbox One,
Oh
you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. So for anybody who haven't seen it, oh man, people, Carbide and his caps, I tell you, what's he doing? Message deleted. He's gonna get in trouble. If people haven't seen it, if you go to our Facebook group, which is made, you're typing really loud in the mic. Um,
Oh,
so what it is, it's just it looks like it's about an inch thick. And what it is it slides on the left side of your Xbox, so everybody knows where the 3.0 USB 3.0 slot is on the left side of your Xbox. Typically, you charge your controller off of it. That's what I do with mine. Um, what it is it slides on there, and it can hold a SSD. It's
or
a
any hard drive, really.
is it in any hard drive?
Any laptop hard drive.
Any laptop hard? Okay,
So the
laptop
two and
hard
a
drive.
half inch.
Yeah, 2.5 inch laptop drive. It's an enclosure. It's an enclosure for that, and plus when you slide it on, it gives you three USB 3.0, I think, USB plugins on the front. Um, it was pretty sharp. It's pretty neat. It's. I wish I would have seen it before I bought my external 3 terabyte, but I don't know if I would you know been able to afford a 3 terabyte laptop drive because those are still pretty expensive. So, but
See, I would think you can just, well, depending on the um drive that you got. Oh, they're probably the larger drives, aren't they?
but the
Because I
drive
was,
that
yeah, because I've got one of the Seagate 4 terabytes,
right,
and I was thinking of getting that thing that Mark has and then just putting a drive in there, but
yeah,
I
you're
don't
gonna
think
be
that'll work because it's probably a 3.5 inch in the
yeah,
external.
yeah, yep,
Oh well.
yep. So, but it's still really cool. If anybody hasn't seen it, if you hit the Facebook group, I can't remember who made it. Maybe if you look it up, Rob, or have a chance to look it up or something before we end the show. But maybe when I'm going over the Steam thing. But yeah, that was really neat. So anybody out there looking for additional storage or just expanding your USB, I guess if you have any other reasons to have more USB ports on the front of your Xbox, charge multiple controllers. But
Mhm. And you don't want to get a hub,
right,
a USB hub,
right. So
which is probably the cheaper alternative because that thing's like $40.
yeah, it's not very expensive. I When I saw it, I was just like, man,
It's
that's
not cheap either because a USB hub's a lot cheaper.
right. Well, it's also the hard drive enclosure. I think is where that and the USB. My only thing is I know it's USB 3.0 on that side port, but you know, are you going to be able to run a drive and plug three things into it and be able to get the same pass, transfer speeds?
Because I bet you what that thing is it's basically a case, a USB hub, and a SATA adapter all in one.
Okay.
So, because I think it's what, 3 ports, right?
Yeah, I think it's three.
So it's three USB, but it's
Hmm.
probably really four, but one of them is used internally for an internal SATA connector.
Right. I'm trying to think.
So, yeah, but you can probably pick up a USB hub for a lot cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Although I never priced the USB 3 hubs.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty cool. I do agree with you when you're
Yeah.
saying about it. So I'm trying to find. I think I found it. Collective Minds 2.5 hard drive enclosure and three front USB 3.0 ports media hub. So it's on Amazon. It's called Collective Minds, and it's $40.
Or I
So
just did a quick Google shopping search here. Or you can get a Sabrent 4-port USB hub for $12.99.
wow. So yeah, but yeah, that is cool. I agree with you on that one. So
Yeah.
all right. Anything else good for the holidays? We got a
Um.
dishwasher.
Oh, us too.
Oh, you did too.
Yeah.
So okay, I know
Should we
this
talk
isn't
about
gaming related. I
appliances?
know I just mentioned it
Huh?
just to be quick and to the point. Could you get a full size dishwasher, or did you have to do an 18-inch dishwasher?
I got a full size.
See, we had to do 18-inch, but because otherwise, like, we can't take out 1.25 cabinets out of our kitchen.
Oh, you
So
didn't have one before?
no, we didn't. Well, I had one,
Or
but my
you
wife
were
didn't.
you were the dishwasher.
No. So, but yeah, so that's the other thing we got. But
Yeah. Now I
other than
had an
that,
old Samsung, and 2 weeks ago, I finally got so upset with it
hmm
that I said it had to go.
oh,
So then I went to the Sears outlet, picked one up, brought it home, and then spent 2 days installing it. Only took 2 trips to Home Depot,
very good,
but it's in.
good. So, all right. Um, anything else before we move forward?
Nope, let's
Oh,
go.
all right. I
It's the
know.
short show.
Yeah, yeah, short show.
It's already like 30 minutes.
Yeah. So, I didn't see. It looked like there was like maybe one hiccup over the holidays. It's always an issue when it comes to the network and to Xbox Live or the PSN things like that with the flood of the new systems coming online and everybody hitting it or everybody playing their new games. Um, I saw what Xbox Live went down once for a short period of time. I didn't see anything about PSN, but the big one was was Steam. Like Steam had a big issue over Christmas, showing basically said on December 25th, a configuration error resulted in some users seeing Steam store pages generated for other users. So it looked like it was like an hour and a half time frame in which it was happening. So you could actually go and click on a couple places and see other people's information, which is not good. Um, so that was kind of like the big thing, but I didn't see any. Did you see any Xbox outages?
No,
Okay.
no. And wasn't there some group gonna try to pull some lizard squad kind of thing or something?
I don't know. The Steam one was a DDoS attack. I
Okay.
know that was how it happened. Um, that's what they were saying during Christmas attack. Traffic to the Steam store increased 2,000%
Oh, wow.
over the average traffic during the Steam sale. So people obviously went after them. But as far as PSN and Xbox Live, I thought there was a small issue with Xbox Live, but I think it was actually when you were trying to purchase games, and that was about it. They were just asking people like to refresh or try again. Um, and again, like PSN, I don't follow PlayStation too much, but I don't think it had any problems at all.
Hmm.
So, and if it did, then it was so small I didn't even hear about it. But yeah, that's what happened as far as network outages and stuff like that. Like I said, the news and everything's pretty slow these last couple weeks. The next thing I had is I wanted to talk about this. There's a rumor that we're going to be getting a new Xbox One this year. So have you seen or read about the rumor, Rob?
Only what you posted.
Okay, so I've
Yeah.
heard before. I mean, and this is like months
And
ago,
yeah, and it's not surprising.
right?
It's
And
a natural course of things.
yeah, and usually, well, the last time I heard, and I don't think this rumor here has anything in there about it, is they're going to release an Xbox One, but it's not going to have like a Blu-ray drive in it. It's going to be for like digital only type thing and stuff like that. But this rumor here um, says thinner models of consoles are nothing new. Um,
Hmm.
it says blogger Brad Sams reported that he has heard from internal sources that Microsoft is supposedly discussing a lightweight Xbox One. In his post, this is Brad Sams. He said, I heard from internal sources that the company is considering plans for a lightweight Xbox One that may only be for Windows Store games and would compete with Apple TV.
What?
But it is not
Windows
clear.
Store?
Hold on.
This obviously isn't an Xbox guy.
Right. But it's not clear if these plans have been scrapped. If this version of the Xbox One is indeed released, it won't be until the last half of 2016. So when I see rumors of a new Xbox One or like the Slim, things like, one of those is eventually going to come out, within a year or maybe next year or something like that. Um, But when I read this, I was like, oh, and it's only going to be for Windows Store games. I'm just like, so you're going to have an Xbox One just for what? Uh, Candy Crush? I mean, because that's when you say Windows Store games, Minesweeper
No, I mean,
or so.
see, as soon as I hear that, it sounds like almost like a clickbaity kind of article
I
that somebody latched onto because Xbox One and Windows Store, they don't go together,
no, I
you
know.
know?
I mean, that was my thing. Is like this
Yeah.
is out. This was released yesterday.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
news from yesterday. So
and the other thing too that I did want to mention was that I remember us talking about this 2 years ago. Actually, no, more than 2 years ago, because there were rumors of a set top lightweight Xbox early on before the Xbox was even released. You remember that?
well, yeah, something that would be compared to like a PS, like the what's the
Like
PlayStation?
a Roku kind of.
Well, it was like the Vita. Like they have a Vita version, like a TV, Vita TV, and what or PS TV or something like that. I
Okay.
don't. That noise is back. I don't know what that noise is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Very interesting. We've heard this noise, and Rob can't hear it, and I can
I
hear
don't
it.
hear anything.
Yeah, but it's coming from his audio source. I don't know. It sounds like a
My
table.
my meters are quiet.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so we'll
Yeah.
continue. You'll hear it. Yeah, PS Now. Thank you. No, it's not. Is it PS Now? Is that what the device is called? Well, regardless, but yeah, I remember it was just going to be like, oh, it's so you can watch all your Windows stuff or your Windows movies and things like that you bought through the Windows Store on a TV. Um, but this one here, I really don't know what more to say. When I'm going through there, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like this Xbox One Slim's coming out, and then I read that, and it's just like, oh man, just ugh. Canister just followed. Thank you very much for the follow. We appreciate it. So, um, but yeah. So new Xbox One coming soon, coming 2016 for Windows Store games. We'll see.
Yeah, it'll only play stuff from the App Store or Google Play,
Yeah, very
whatever.
good. So
But I could see them dropping the disk drive
if
because
if
there's a
we're
lot
yeah,
there's a lot of people that never use it and they can probably dump the licensing costs. If they can lower the price of the box by $50 just by dropping that per se, that's worth it. Oh, wait, but then you can't play your retail games. Hmm.
well, just because they come out with an Xbox One Slim does not mean they have to make everybody happy. Because for one, for you and I already have an Xbox One. I'm not going to rush out
Right.
and buy a Slim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It would have to like pack some awesome feature that you can only get in a Slim for
Like
me
a
to
Slim
want
Jim.
to go do something like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, if a Slim does come out and it's for digital only people, then if you don't want it, don't buy it.
Yeah. Get the full size.
Go get a full size. Because honestly, the other thing about a Slim is, when you're talking $50, that's you really got to say is paying $50 more worth being able to play my discs. And to me, for the backwards compatibility and stuff like that, for the discs that I have, yeah, it's worth it. So, but yeah, we'll see. It's all rumors. It's all hearsay. Of course, they reached out to Microsoft to find out anything, and they gave the typical "we do not comment on rumor and speculation." So
Yeah. Well, they did.
they did
That
on
was
that.
a comment.
Well, oh well,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, a real
But they
comment.
won't they won't further it in
Yes.
any way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, all right. last topic for today, and then we hit the community because we do have a number of questions and things like that.
Hmm.
I I don't. I was thinking about talking about this, and I don't know if we want to wait for Wing and or if it's something that we've just discussed too much. Um, but I have the upcoming top games in 2016. Um, I don't want to go through them all, obviously. Um, I really just wanted to touch on the first couple months if the IGN's website would work. Um, really, it doesn't want to work. Okay. You push a button and it breaks the site. Good programming. Somebody needs fired. Um, but I just wanted to cover the first couple months because it's just you hear about February being just slammed of games. But let's just go. So,
Sure.
what within the next couple months, what are you looking for? What are some of the games that stood out to you? Because and I'll go first while you kind of glance through them. Like I know a lot of people are talking about Gone Home, um, and then you have, uh, to me, one that stands out that I think everybody should try if you haven't played it on PC is This War of Mine. This one's called This War of Mine: The Little
Yeah.
Ones.
Mhm.
But This War of Mine didn't come out on Xbox One, the original game, did it?
No.
No. So this would be like your first entry into This War of Mine. The game is awesome. I love it. It is such a
This is
good
very good. Yeah.
art style is awesome. The gameplay, it's like it's fantastic. If you haven't seen it before, it's like a 2D uh right, you would call it 2D, right? It's like a if you think about it, it's like a side split side of a house. You're looking into a house and you can go up and down stairs, ladders, and you're basically in a war-torn country and you are surrounded. So you are surrounded by the enemy and you're not military. You are a civilian trying to survive in a war-torn um, country or city or however you want to say it. So, like during the day, you're fixing things and doing stuff and sleeping. Um, and then at night, you're going out and like, okay, it's time to make a night run. Let's go over to this area to see if we can find food and break into another house where survivors are staying. And it's really good. You have to really try it and play it, but it is great. So it's a really good one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that one stands out to me. Mighty Number Nine, Unraveled, hits in February. Are you ready for Unraveled, Rob? Seems like it'd be one of
The,
your games.
yeah, yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Looks pretty cool. It sort of reminds me of a different way to play a game, kind of like Max and Curse of the Brotherhood.
Right. Yeah. And I know a couple people at work are looking forward to it. At least one person
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. But
It's a month away.
yeah, Yarny, good old Yarny. That's
Yeah.
in February. So so the things I read off, January is still kind of iffy. Um, but when you hit February, you're talking Mighty Number Nine, Unraveled. Um, trying to look here.
And I didn't know about these, but there's going to be Assassin's Creed Chronicles India and Russia coming out. I didn't know that there were any plans for ones beyond China.
Those are the 2D versions, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
because there's a Assassin's Creed Chronicles trilogy pack
Yeah, in
also on the
February.
ninth. Yeah,
That
so
must have all three.
yeah, I didn't see the China one.
China came out maybe 6 months ago, right after, a couple months after Unity came out.
Hmm. Okay.
I think it was actually part of their DLC.
Right. Okay. Um, we also have Plants vs Zombies: Garden Warfare 2.
Yeah.
For people that like the first one, I'm pretty sure you'll like the second one. Far Cry Primal and Rocket League, obviously for Xbox One, huge one on my in my book. Um, and then you have another Walking Dead, which is Michonne.
I was
And
about to say, and then you have a broken web page.
yeah, broken web page, Walking Dead, and then you hit March. So March, I know the division says February, but it's actually March. Um, so in just like at the beginning of March, you have Hitman and the division. So all between now and the first week of March, that those are some of like the big games that are coming out, and it's just like already it's starting already. It's like there is no waiting delay. It's like, oh, the holiday season's passed, everybody's going to be playing their games until you know March, April, some maybe in June we'll have a game come out that's big. That's like, nope, we're starting right now. We're starting soon. So, because I'm not gonna go any further than March, because then we're just going on and on. But it's crazy. So, and there's already I see in there like 4 games that I want to play. And now you know why I didn't go back and buy anything on the countdown sale.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And there's actually a whole ton of the like smaller indie titles that actually look pretty decent as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean that's what I was saying. Is like This War of
Yeah.
Mine and Gone Home and the Assassin's Creed India and China. I mean those are 2.5D, but those are all smaller games.
Yeah.
So, and even the one that comes out this week is a smaller game. So, but
And I was just looking forward a little bit into like March and April, even May. Wow.
yeah,
Quantum Break,
don't go any.
Battle
See, that's what I mean.
Battleborn, Mirror's Edge.
Stop going. See, stop going. That's
I
that's the thing
can't
is I'm just talking
I
from
can't
now
stop.
from now until March, and then
Overwatch,
and then from there on it's just
Core,
like yeah, keeps going and
Fable
keeps going.
Legends,
Stop, Rob. I'm not.
Snipe,
Okay,
Ghost
I'm
Warrior
turning you off.
3,
I'm turning you down.
Doom. Okay, I gotta close the page.
Yeah. So I mean, it just keeps on going. So for everybody out there, it's just like if you love games and stuff like that, and we've seen it over the years where the holiday seasons where all the big games come out and this and that, and then you saw this over the last couple of years. Every once in a while, you'll get a big game in March or May time frame. You'll get something around there. Um, and then it was just like, oh, and then you'll get this one sleeper, uh, Party Up Live. Thanks for the follow. You'll get something in June, July, because then somebody will play, and then all of a sudden all the big games hit again. But this year it is just like big games all year long. So regardless if you're a PlayStation or Xbox One, you are going to get a ton of games this year. So it's good to be a gamer. It's good to be a gamer. So
Are we gonna hear Phil Spencer say it's the best year in Xbox gaming history, 2016?
pretty much, yeah, I think you get that all the time. But I know that because the games are out off there. Mine, I'm March. I can't wait for the division. Is so much fun, so much fun. So, but yeah. All right, community time.
Okay.
So if you want to dress to impress with TXL, you can
Why
go.
do you laugh?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are you saying people are gonna be nerdy with our shirts?
Possibly, you may get beat up if you
No,
win.
people will be suave and debonair
So
in our shirts.
yeah. So cafepress.com/this Xbox Life, and yeah. All right. Multiple
All
ways
right.
to get a hold of us. I know you hear it every week, but we like to do it for all the new people. We just got Party Up Live and Cancer just followed. So, guys, if you want to write in, you want to get something in and get it on the show, you have multiple ways. First thing, you can send us a voicemail. We love voicemails. You go to thisxboxlife.com. On the right-hand side, you'll see a little tab sticking out the side. It'll say send voicemail. Click it, follow the prompts. Boom, we got it. We'll put it in the show. We'll answer your question. You'll hear your wonderful voice. No voicemails this week. Another way to get a hold of us is by email. So you can send us an email at contact@thisxboxlife.com. We have 3 this week.
Yeah, and there's also a web form on our website that people can use too.
Oh yes, yep, that as well.
Yes.
Um, and then we also have twitter.com/this Xbox Life. If you have any questions, comments, or you want to talk about how much you love our show, that'd be great. And facebook.com. I mentioned this a couple times during the show because this is where we have 400 plus members in our Facebook group. All great people. There's never like petty arguments or anything like that, but it's facebook.com/groups/this Xbox Life. It is a closed group. Just request to be brought in and we'll bring you in. So we do monitor that one because we like to keep it clean and fun, and we are all family guys. You know, just we love gaming. So and it's people talk about all sorts of gaming in there. There's some PC talk and PlayStation talk and stuff like that. We don't
TV shows.
TV shows. It's just it's a group where we all get to hang out and enjoy what we like to do. So
Mm-hmm.
and but we're gonna go and hit the voicemail or hit the emails.
Emails.
Yep. So go
All
for it.
right. All right. First one is from Stephen King. We've got on the last show, Bungie and Activision. I am totally with you on the microtransactions and so-called free to play. That is anything but free. I agree that it's pretty scary that every publisher and their dog available in game for the small sum of $10 per week is shoehorning lame green dollar content into just about every game you can think of. Emotes for crying out loud. I have an emote for them that they can have for free, and it only takes one finger or two if you're from the UK. Nice.
Yeah, he was going on when we were
Yeah,
talking about talking about I think it was the Destiny stuff. So,
yeah.
but, all right.
The not so free to play.
Yeah.
All right, next one is from JP's 83. Just got into the podcast. Great episode so far. Thanks for the info on games I have yet to consider. Finally came back to Xbox and no regret yet.
Yeah, I don't know if that's JPZ83
Like I
or
can't.
just P's. So
Yeah.
I was going to
No,
say
it's
PZ, but
yeah. It's I've got that little autocorrect
yeah,
thing
yeah.
squiggle underneath that's kind of screwing it up.
But
All right. All right.
yep,
Well, welcome back. Welcome back.
yep.
All right, and then last one is from Donald. Hey guys, first let me say thank you once again for keeping me entertained on my daily commute to Boston. Now I'd like to share an idea. Yesterday on my way home from Boston on Route 93, while under the tunnels, aren't those leaking tunnels over there, or did they take care of that?
I don't know.
Anyway, was he in a boat? I don't know. While under the tunnels, I felt compelled to roll down my window and crank out the song The Wanderer in dedication to Boston, Fallout 4, and Fallout 4 in Boston. Then I thought, hey, you guys have the power of media at your disposal, so why not help me promote Beantown Fallout Week by asking Boston commuters and residents to, for the first week of the new year, join me in this activity during their travels through Boston. What say you? Have a good one, guys. Looking forward to your next cast.
Right. So if you're in Boston and you're traveling around,
If you're in Boston,
roll down your windows, and crank the Wanderer, and so for Fallout 4 in Boston. So, but very cool. So, Boston's
that should be a thing.
yeah. You ever been to Boston?
A couple of times.
Yeah. So I've only been there once, and it was a good time. I really
Hmm.
like the city. So, but
Yeah, I just remember I flew in for work and then it was like a $70 cab ride to get to where I was
well,
working.
yeah. Well, I can say the same about Chicago, but
Yeah.
so all right. Well, thank you guys for the emails. We appreciate them. More, give us more next week. What I would like to say is leave us a voicemail, send us in emails. What in the next couple months or weeks or whatever? What are you guys getting? What's everybody getting as a community? Because the things like the division and stuff like that. Obviously I'm getting it, and Wing's going to get it. Rob, I don't know if you're going to get it yet. Um,
Mm, We'll see.
But that's a community type game. Like you really need a lot of players and helping people out and stuff like that. If we, we don't, we try to get this Xbox Live groups, but everybody's different time zones, stuff like that. But I really would like to know who is really getting it, who is going to play, because I really like to have that solid 5, 6, 7 people that when I pop on to play, if they're playing, like, hey, let's all go do something. I'm really looking forward to that game. But what else? What else is everybody getting? You tell us what you're getting and what you're looking forward to, and put it in there and put it on the show, and we'll go from there. So I'm calling everybody out, voicemails and emails. So,
Okay.
but all right, this week's releases.
For Xbox One, we've got Lovely Planets on Friday, January 8th.
Mhm.
Xbox 360, nada. Then also Games with Gold started up on the 1st. So with the new year, we got a new game for Xbox One, and that is Killer Instinct Ultra Edition. And then for Xbox 360, we have Dirt Showdown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So with
Dirt
Dirt,
Showdown.
yeah, Dirt Showdown. It says you could buy it on the first. You still can't click the button.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I don't remember if I had a search for it or if I did it online,
Well,
but I was able to add it.
even when I searched for it and I went, the game was still you still had to like buy it, like it wasn't free. So, but okay, cool. So I
Oh, I
wanted to
hope I
put
didn't
that
pay
out
for
there to
it.
see if you had. What's that?
I hope I didn't pay for it. I'm pretty sure I did it in the browser
Oh,
because actually, no, yeah, it was grayed out or something, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
must have been a glitch in their system. They'll probably get it fixed by tomorrow or Tuesday
Yeah.
since everybody's going to be back at work.
Sure. But okay, continue. Sorry.
And that was it.
Oh, that's
Dirt
it.
Showdown. It's a nice follow up to Dirt 3 that we got last month.
Okay. Dirt Showdown. Yes, if you actually do a search for Dirt Showdown, it actually has the
Games with Gold.
games with gold thing on it,
Yeah,
but you have to go the long way. So
that's in the browser, right? On your PC?
yes, correct,
Yeah. Mhm.
correct. So
You heard it here.
yeah,
Let's make a clickbaity article and post it on the site
yeah. So
on how you can get it.
so if anybody has any extra things, or if you got a lot, okay. So for Christmas, I got like $80 in Amazon gift cards. If anybody else out there got a bunch of money in Amazon gift cards, what should they do before they go buy their stuff?
Make sure to use our This Xbox Life affiliate link, and you can find that at thisxboxlife.com, either by clicking the Amazon link on the top right of our page, or just go to thisxboxlife.com/Amazon. Either one will take you to Amazon with the link preloaded, and you can buy to your heart's content. Doesn't cost you anything extra. It just helps us out by giving us a teeny tiny itty bitty portion of the sale as a finder fee for sending you their way. Just make sure to use that each and every time that you go to the Amazon site. And then also, if you're on iTunes and that's how you get this show, please, please, please do us a favor and rate us on there 5 stars and give us a little mini review. That'll help us get boosted in the rankings at iTunes, and it'll help more people find the show and add more people to our community.
Cool.
So that's it, right? 371.
Yeah. My stuff's going crazy. Hawk just said, "No links allowed." Hawk, jeez. Moobot got some work today.
Yeah.
So, but thank you for everybody who came out and checked us out for the first time. And I know Darkness429 actually hosted our channel while we were streaming today, and thanks a bunch for that. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, and again, for anybody, I mentioned him earlier. Go check him out. Really good guy. So, really good streamer. But is there anything else? Are we expecting Wing next week?
I hope so.
I couldn't remember if he's going to make it back next week or not, but we're hoping to get Wing back in next week. So
Well, it depends on what convention he's at.
Yeah,
He might be at the game developer conference.
yeah. So, but yeah, so hopefully he is back with us. So, but anything else?
No, no, sir.
Are we finally out of here?
I think so.
All right. I am Brun, BJ Swick 33. Everybody, Happy New Year. We will see you next week.
And I'm Rob, also known as Presar. Thanks for listening, everybody. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you had a great bunch of holidays. And we'll see you next week.